Hello everyone and welcome back for today's weather video. In this update, we are going to review the severe weather threats for the next few days. These threats are subject to change, so if you want to stay updated with the latest information, make sure to subscribe. The first day of severe weather is on Friday, April 15th. A marginal risk is in place from southeast Kansas and eastern Oklahoma into the northern Gulf states. A slight risk covers areas from northeast Oklahoma, southwest Missouri, and northwest Arkansas. We do have a 2% risk of tornadoes today, so people who live under this green area should be weather aware, because we can't rule out an isolated weak tornado or two. We will also have a damaging wind risk today, although it should be pretty low. A few severe thunderstorms that develop across this brown area will be capable of a few isolated damaging wind gusts, so be aware of that. It does seem like the biggest threat today will be large hail, but especially across that yellow area. Not only do we have a 15% risk of large hailstones, but we even have a hatch risk within the yellow area. This means that we have a possibility at seeing very large hailstones, potentially around 2 inches in diameter or more. Severe thunderstorms will then continue into Saturday, April 16th, with a large area across the south under a marginal risk, from the Mexican border through the mid-south, then into the Dixie Alley and southeast. I'm happy to say that as of now, tornadoes are not going to be a concern across the threat area, although I still think people should stay alert, because it's not off the table that the tornado risk increases. We will have a damaging wind risk all across the threat zone, with a hail risk also covering the same areas as the wind risk. According to the Storm Prediction Center, widely scattered strong storms may pose at least some risk for severe wind and hail Saturday from parts of the Ark-La-Tex and lower Mississippi Valley into parts of the southeast. An isolated severe storm or two is also possible across the Texas Edwards Plateau and Hill Country vicinity. And lastly, the risk of severe storms will continue into Sunday, April 17th, with a marginal risk of severe storms from East Texas into southwest Georgia, and with a slight risk from northern Louisiana and southern Arkansas into southwest Alabama. It's still too early to talk about exact threats, but the Storm Prediction Center says that a few severe thunderstorms, possibly including an organized cluster, may produce large hail and damaging winds across parts of the lower Mississippi Valley and adjacent Gulf Coast vicinity Sunday afternoon and evening. The last thing I wanted to review in this video is the flood threat. Repeated rounds of showers and thunderstorms will eventually result in flooding, which is why the Weather Prediction Center has issued a marginal risk of flooding from northeastern Oklahoma through the mid-south and then into northern Alabama for Friday, April 15th. The flood threat will shift southward on Saturday, April 16th, with a marginal risk from eastern Oklahoma into Alabama. And lastly, by Sunday, April 17th, the risk of flooding will move eastward, from northeast Louisiana and southeast Arkansas into western South Carolina.